Hello everyone, this is Anthony Worley, and today I'm going to be seeing, is the iPod Touch 4th generation worth it? So, back in 2012, Apple released the iPod Touch 4th generation, and it was basically, it had 256 megabytes of RAM, an 800 megahertz processor, and a 4 or 5 Apple chip, and it can handle some games it can't, and since it only has 256 megabytes of RAM, can't really handle that much stuff like apps, for example, like YouTube. It won't run that good, like it's the older version and stuff, and that's what I'm gonna see if the iPod Touch 4th generation is compatible in 2018 today. So, my first test is with YouTube. YouTube is a site where you can watch videos and stuff, but there's the latest version that can run on iOS 6.1.6 is a YouTube from 2015. And what's cool about this iPod, it can support 720p 60 fps. So next up, we're gonna be checking out some social media like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. So let's go Instagram, and we're gonna look how old this design is. It's pretty old, but still it holds up today like the iPod, and it's still pretty good. Like, you can view stuff, but it's gonna be really slow. You can see how it's taking forever to load here, and yeah, you see how it's lagging as I'm scrolling. The 256 megabytes of RAM is all being used up using the OS and all the open software. It is lagging a ton, and sometimes it even freezes on apps. Okay, so next up, we're going to be reviewing Twitter on the iPod Touch 4th generation, and it's very, very slow. My battery's almost dead. It's very, very slow. It looked like it's so laggy. As you can see, I'm scrolling, and it's extremely laggy. And it's just very laggy, like, oh, it's like it freezes a lot, and yeah, and then it's skipping a lot, and so yeah, I don't think the iPod Touch 4th generation can handle big stuff like Twitter. Next up, we're going to be checking out Facebook. So Facebook, the latest version of Facebook that supports iOS 6.1.6 was released in 2015, same as the YouTube version and the Twitter version. Instagram is like a 2014 edition, so it's loading really slow. Like, even a 5S, no, not even a 5S, probably a 4S could load faster than this. Okay, so loading into Facebook, it's taking a long time. And Facebook lags a lot. Like, as you can see, it's lagging. It's not even displaying any pictures or video. It takes a little bit. It's not even displaying anyone's things, and it's freezing. It's lagging through as you scroll. And it's just freezing up. And honestly, It works. It's just not as good as you're gonna get on a brand new phone. Next out, I'm gonna try the camera. It's pretty decent. It's a 5 megapixel camera and it can handle up to today. Next, the video. At 720p, 60 FPS, it's really good. Still decent, but it holds up today in 2018. Next up, we're gonna do some games. And I'm playing Stack, and it takes a long time to load. As you can see, the ad is not closing, and it's just taking a long time. Finally, bruh. So we finally get into the game. It's not loading. As you can see, Stack is not loading, but I think it's because I didn't close out any of the apps, and I should have used the other iPod because I have two right now. I'm a master at this game, by the way. You see how it freezes? It's freezing, waiting. I just want to play. Lagging. Yeah, this game froze. It froze on me, so the only thing I had left was just to turn it. It was just to like turn off the iPod. No, not turn it off. Go to the home menu. So yeah, games hold up, but not as well. But still, alright. Well, that's it. Does the iPod 4th generation hold up in 2018 today? Yes, it does. It's just it won't handle as much stuff as social media. The camera's decent. Games run okay. And, so yeah, that's what I have to say about the apps and stuff. And since the iPod 4th generation can only have 256 megabytes of RAM and a 800 megahertz processor, it can only run iOS 6.1.6, which it's an old version. Now we're up to iOS 12, and so yeah. So that's it. That's my iPod Touch 4th generation in 2018. And so that's how it holds up. I think it's worth it. Just you have to be patient with some things. And so yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching. I think it's worth it. You should too.